Yo, what is up everyone? It is I, Anime Mafia, here, back at it again with another video. And I'm here with another episode of A Certain Misfortunate Soul, the long-awaited part 7.5, last video of 2023. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. Where we last left our Misfortunate Soul, he had saved Isa Himegami and put an end to Izard. We are now turning into Toma's life post-Deep Blood. Toma is dreaming now once again. While sleeping, Toma is in her psyche. This is the same black room from last time. Toma looks down, and I'm still naked. Toma then walks towards the door and his clothes are on once again. He's now in his uniform. It's very quiet this time around. Toma then heard laughing. And there it is. Why am I not surprised? Toma had started walking in the black hallway. Okay, let's see. Here, this is the second time I've had this dream now. Was it the third? We might as well go back to following that voice. Toma ran towards the center of the black room to be surprised. The voice he heard was gone, and no one was here. Toma used his soul perception and saw through the door from last time. Is the door with the cluster of souls inside? As Toma looked past the lines with the keep out yellow tape, he then used his right hand to open the door. It was surprisingly heavy. Toma pulled as hard as he could on the metal door, and it budged a little. Panting, he opened the door a little more. Okay, it's open just a little. I still can't get this thing to budge all the way, but this will do. Okay, where's the cluster of souls? Toma uses his soul perception to single in on the souls, and the soul was moving towards him. Toma saw the group's aura. It was menacing. Growling was heard. Toma had shivered as if he was being attacked by an angry dog. And the aura he sensed with the soul perception was great. Where's that growling coming from? Toma slowly looked towards the steel door and saw something in the distance on the halfway open door. As he squinted, he saw something. A dragon? Wait a minute. I think it's getting closer. Oh shit! Toma had zoomed in, and what he saw shook him. A silver dragon, a blinded dragon, a cobra-looking dragon, an angelic dragon, an ice dragon, flame dragon, 8 other looking dragons that looked they were all ripped out of Cthulhu. They were all slowly approaching the door one by one. Toma then saw as he looked towards the left a silhouette of some lime green, crimson red looking dragon? Lizard? It all looked the same to him, to our Misfortunate Soul. Toma immediately started panicking. What the hell? Those things are getting closer. Toma immediately started trying to close the door. Okay, come on, I'm not dying in my dream. Toma pushed the metal door. As the growling grew louder and louder, Toma was struggling to push the metal door. Come on, can't this move any faster? As he saw a dragon getting closer, Toma pushed as hard as he could. As the door budged, and he heard a roar from the dragon. Come on! Toma pushed harder, and the dragon got closer. The dragon growled and bared its teeth. And Toma managed to push the dragon away by closing the door altogether. A loud thud could be heard from the inside once the dragon came, and the knocking continued. The begging from the door is where the dragons came from, and Toma was now bleeding from his head. And Toma noticed the blood he was bleeding was black. As he woke up in a cold sweat, and that's what happened, Stein-sensei. Toma had told the story to Stein. So you've been having this reoccurring dream of being in a black room, seeing a strange entity, and dragons? Yes. Toma had told Stein. Okay, I think I know what's happening to you. Steiner then told Toma that he was most likely suffering from iron deficiency because of the blood he lost from his right arm the other day. And the blood isn't flowing well enough, so you must not be getting enough iron while sleeping. Don't worry, got the thing just for you. Stein then gave Toma medicine. Huh? What's this, Sensei? These pills are herbal medicine that improves blood circulation and pulse. Stein had said, this will definitely cure you of your iron deficiency and make your night sweats go away just fine, Stein remarked. Just take it once in the morning and before you go to bed. Stein put a thumbs up on Toma. Toma had gone to Stein for his daily checkup and had brought his lack of sleep up after the Misawa cram school incident. He wasn't getting much sleep. So he hopes this medicine can do the trick. Meanwhile, in the windowless building, Edith-chan, I'm here! Stein had gone into the windowless building. Stein was sitting on a chair he had brought in. The Japanese... Hello, Steiny, Alistair had said. The two had withgone the common Japanese honorifics and were on a first-name basis with each other. So, Alice-chan, the two intellectuals spoke to each other. How is he? Alistair proudly had asked. Imagine Breaker, I mean. It's fine. Everything is going fine. What is that medicine you gave him? Yeah, Alistair had asked Stein. It's herbal medicine that improves blood flow. Jones is suffering from symptoms? From the black blood? Something like that. My guess is that the black blood isn't flowing well enough, so it's why I gave him medicine that helps improve blood flow and pulse. When I gave him the black blood, it was initially because he had lost a lot of blood from the deadlock incident. The medicine I prescribed Toma with for 3 months had traces of the black blood inside. I don't know, I wanted to bring it up to you. It was about something else he mentioned. The dragons. Exactly. He told me, well, he's been having dreams about dragons. A black room, you know the rest. Yes, I do. I mean, I've heard of these things before from Soul. It was similar to when he obtained the black blood. But dragons wasn't one of them. I mean, I pawned it off that it was Toma having a nightmare, but then I remember what we saw back in Misawa cram school. And I put 2 and 2 together. That the dragon that Izar created from his Ars Magna. It was from Toma himself. Bravo, Stein-chan. You get a full mark. Alistair clapped his hands. I didn't even have to tell you anything. So Imagine Breaker is acting as a seal for some greater power? Stein had asked. Yes, you're 100% correct. Alistair agreed with Stein. I've been studying Imagine Breaker for some time, ever since Toma was a kid and I first found out about it. I did some research on what the ability could possibly be. It couldn't have been an Esper ability, as what ability of science can negate other supernatural phenomena like demon weapons and magic. So then I came to the conclusion I was something on the magic side. Maybe the witches had cursed Toma, or it was some type of magic ability. Again, so many possibilities, it's what piqued my interest in Toma. So then, I came to the conclusion that the phenomena known as Imagine Breaker was neither science nor magic. It's in a class of its own. Again, I must commend you. I must commend you, Stein. You really did go above and beyond. So Imagine Breaker, what is it truly? Stein wondered. You obviously figured out with minimal time that Imagine Breaker is a seal to something greater. But I guess the rest will come soon enough, Stein-chan. The answer will show itself to you. Anyways, enough talking about Imagine Breaker. Let's talk about something else. Like your daughter. I heard she's making a name for herself in Tokyo with I. Yeah, same here. And I guess she gets that from her old man. Making a name for yourself. That's true. We now transition to the next day. It's towards the middle of the day in another remedial lesson. And I'm pooped. Seriously, I almost fell asleep in class on numerous occasions. Kamoi-sensei had tried throwing chalk at me to keep me up, but I dodged. And then Fukiose tried to hit me, and I ducked her too. Seriously, what the hell? I had to get a talking to by senseis telling me I need to get some more sleep. Ugh. If I could only get some sleep, I'd be willing to go to remedial class. Toma, as he began walking, bumped into someone. Ow! Hey, watch where you're going, Toma? Hmm? Standing before Toma was a short girl with long hair. And bright green eyes. She was in a summer uniform. The urban legend hunter, the demon bat weapon level 0. Ruriko Satin. Toma? The girl got closer to Toma's face. It really is you! Gee, you don't answer your phone, do ya? Satin and Toma had sat down on a bench nearby. Man, it's been a while since I've last spoken to you, Toma. Satin had 2 drinks in hand. Toma had taken the melon soda and Satin had taken the orange soda. Toma had knowledge on who this was. His weapon, Ruriko Satin, of course, due to the memory loss, things are a bit hazy and doesn't remember how he met her and what their relationship was like. I'm surprised I ran into you today. I was just on my way home and here I am seeing good old Toma. Toma was silent but then started to speak. Yeah. Ruriko gave a confused expression. You look like you haven't gotten any sleep lately. Ruriko had commented as she looked at the noticeable bags under his eyes. Yeah, I just came back from medial and my teacher had said the same thing. Toma was such a pain. Today was such a pain. Toma had lamented. Ruriko had done said. It's the same thing for me, Toma. I get you. I had to do all this moving around today for some bank cards. It's a pain in the ass. I get that a lot. I just wish remedial was off my back 100%. I think I know a way you can get your credit ups for you to pass. Meister and weapon pairs have a few ways to boost up their credits. Really? It's simple. All you have to do is help out at the DWMA district. Really? It's that simple? I did it before summer break and it's what boosted my grade up to pass. If you do it, your credits will pass and no remedial? Wait, then that means no more Hirika Moe-sensei for the rest of summer vacation? No more getting mean mugged by my class? Toma shouted with joy. He immediately hugged Ruriko. Oh, Satin, how could I ever thank you for this? Toma hugged Satin tightly. Toma, you're strangling me. Ah. Sorry, Satin-san. It's just that I'm so elated. Toma was visibly crying tears of joy. You don't understand. This Kabuto-san doesn't need to go to remedial anymore. You don't need to be so formal, Toma. Just call me Ruriko. You don't need to pay me back. No, I must pay you back. Toma prostrated on the ground. Well, Ruriko, are you hungry? Dinner, I mean? No, but it's fine, really. Nonsense, Ruriko. I'm making curry tonight. Curry? Ruriko perked up. So, do you want some? A few minutes later, Toma had brought in Ruriko to his dorm. Ruriko, before we go inside, my roommate might be a bit of trouble. She can't be that bad. Toma opened the door. Toma! Index had glared daggers at him. What took you so long? Toma had said. Index had said. I had a remedial class today, remember? Seriously, you'd think that translated in that idiotic brain of hers. Toma made a snide comment towards Index in front of Sutton. Hey, who are you calling idiotic? No one, Index. Now, do you want curry or not? You're making curry? Tonight? Yay! Index jumped for joy. Hey, wait a minute. Who's that girl with you? Index had asked. Oh, this is Ruriko, a friend of mine. Satin introduced herself. I'm Ruriko Satin. Nice to meet you, Index-chan. Nice to meet you as well, Ruriko. Index lit up with stars in her eyes. Ruriko had taken a seat, and she had saw a calico cat. Oh, this is our cat, Sphinx. Index had shown Sphinx to Ruriko. Oh my god, he's so cute. Ruriko had grinned a little as she hugged Sphinx. Satin then wondered to herself, come to think of it, this is the first time I'm in Toma's room. His dorm. Ruriko had examined the place and looked to her left to see shelves of manga. Not surprised to see manga. Ruriko was looking around the living room to see a few pictures of Toma and other people she wasn't familiar with. She sees a picture of some people Toma's presumably friends with. She obviously recognizes Stein and the kid Toma. The DWMA legends Maka, Albor, and Black Star and Def the Kid, along with some ordinary-looking brown-haired kid with a silver-haired, tan-skinned girl. Another she saw was Toma being next to a group of boys. A red-eyed albino, white-haired boy, a boy with unruly blonde hair, a royal-looking boy with shoulder-length dirty blonde hair, a kid with spiky hair similar to Toma with a gutsy expression on his face, and a girl with dull-lined eyes and hair similar to Stein, who was in the middle of the photo. Toma seemed to have a lot of friends growing up, Ruriko had said. Toma then said, "Curry's ready!" Toma yelled out. Ruriko and Index immediately swarmed the dinner table. "Alright, curry!" 3 plates of curry rice down as Toma, Ruriko, and Index had said in unison, "Thank you for the food!" The trio had begun to eat. "Man, this is the first good meal I've had in ages," Ruriko had said. Index was stuffing her face in. Ruriko was enjoying the spiciness, and Toma was eating as well. "Man, this tastes amazing." Toma, seriously, this gourmet food right here. Ruriko had complimented Toma's cooking. Index was eating the most out of the trio, as her plate was automatically gone. "I blinked," Toma yelled out. "How the hell is your food gone already? And wipe your face down. Seriously. What the hell? Why am I not surprised your plate's gone?" Toma had went to get another plate for Index. Index was obviously not satisfied, as she wanted seconds. Ruriko, while waiting for Toma, had wanted to start a conversation with Index. "So Index-chan, how did you meet Toma?" "How did I meet Toma?" "I met Toma when I was jumping from roof to rooftop when I landed on his balcony." "What? You're joking!" But then again, this is Toma we're talking about. So absurd situations like that would happen to him. Toma came back with another plate of curry. After the meal, Toma, Ruriko, and Satan were sitting down making small talk. Toma decided to escort Satan out of his dorm, and walk with her to her dorm. "Thanks for the meal again, Toma." "No problem, Satan. I owe you one for helping me out." "What's this calling me by my last name, Toma? Just call me Ruriko." "Right, Ruriko. Gee, did the summer heat erase your memories or something?" Ruriko jokes. "What? No. I'm joking," Toma quickly responded. "Anyways, here." Ruriko had written down something on a piece of paper. "It's my contact information. As I can tell you bought that piece of that phone not too long ago." "Right? Well, see ya, Ruriko." "See ya, Toma." We now transitioned to the next day. As Toma returned back to his dorm, he took the medicine that Stein had given before bed. Of course, Toma didn't feel anything, and as he went to bed, and the medicine had done its work. The next day, August 11th, Toma had gone to the DOMA district after getting a call from Stein to come to the DOMA district, but he was already planning to go. He was wondering who should he bring with him as his weapon of choice. Toma pondered for a little bit. Motoharu is busy. He told me so he can't come. So maybe Ruriko? Might as well give her a call. Toma dialed in Ruriko's number, and she picked up. "Hello, this is Ruriko speaking." "Yes, this is she." "Oh, hey, Toma. So are you planning heading on to the DOMA district?" "Ruriko, can you come with me?" "Why?" "I need a weapon if I'm going to the DOMA district." You need me? I just got out the shower, so I'll be there at 5. A few minutes later, Toma arrived at the DOMA district. Over here. "Over here! Hey!" Ruriko was in her casual wear. Ruriko had waved. She was in the middle of the area. The DOMA district was bigger than your average district, as it contained the DOMA, a technical school for people wanting to study abroad, and those wanting to become Meisters and weapons alike. Toma was called in to teach in a school by Stein to show off. What it basically is Kohai. He only needs to do this and assist the DOMA district so he can get his credit and get out of remedial for the rest of summer vacation. Stein had sent him the location. Toma arrived at the location Stein had sent him. Toma was walking in the hallways of a DDOMA school and saw a classroom. There were students sitting around talking amongst themselves. Stein entered with his chair falling flat on his face as he picked himself back up and then said, "Good morning, class. I brought in a special guest for you to help out today. You might know this Misfortunate Soul. He was the one who took out Deadlock single-handedly." A student had placed a chalk eraser on the tip of the bar while Stein wasn't paying attention, and Ruriko had opened the door first. Toma had bumped into Ruriko unintentionally and gotten an eraser on his head. "Rotten luck." Toma had fallen on the ground. Toma had fallen onto the ground and chalk had fallen on his head. "Ah, man, that was a funny prank." Toma winced in pain a little. "Alright. I'm Toma Kamijo, and it's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm a first year in high school. No need to refer to me as sensei. I'm a student just as much as yourself. Feel free to ask me any questions." "Forgetting someone, Toma?" "Right, sorry. This is my partner in crime, Ruriko-san. I'm that Misfortunate Soul's partner. Pleasure to meet you all." Alright, introductions are done, so now the next class was basically a soul studies class, which Toma had helped teach to perfection, as despite him being average in school, the studying of the soul was perfect to him. Toma could teach and explain concepts about the souls with ease. The next exercise was combat training. It was also no biggie for Toma, as he was pretty much a genius in terms of combat. He had participated in the combat exercises. The sparring matches, Toma dominated. Toma, at the end of the day, pretty much had a decent knack in teaching. He had left, and we see him leaving with Ruriko. Although the students in the school were a bit mischievous, Toma worked past it. Following a few days were pretty much Toma being a teacher to the kids in the school. And for the next few days, August 15th, Toma was called in again, but this time was for a different kind of demonstration. "Hey Toma, you're here?" Stein had said. "What'd you call me again for today, Stein-sensei?" "Combat exercise," Stein had said. "What?" "Combat exercise," Toma had said. "Simple, really. You're fighting a certain someone from the school." Toma said, "It can't be that hard, just a student from the school." "Okay, I'll just hold back a little and fight the student, he or she." We now see Toma walking into the combat arena area. Ruriko is by his side. "Who do you think is going to be the opponent, Ruriko?" Ruriko had asked. "Who do you think it... I don't know. Who knows?" You don't think it could be anyone we can't handle?" "I mean, besides, I got you by my side," Ruriko had said. "Standing in at 6 feet tall. Frankenstein Sensei!" An announcer announced. Where'd that come from? Toma had looked behind him. "And the challenger, Toma Kamijo!" What the hell is this? Wait, Stein said I was fighting a certain someone, but he never told me him. Great, now this is happening. Damn my rotten luck. Stein and his wife Marie had walked together. "Yo, Toma, I told you were going to fight someone. You lying piece of shit! You said fight a certain someone, not you!" Toma was annoyed. Relax, just a combat exercise. And when he really wants out of this challenge? Stein had looked at him smugly. Toma thought about the challenges he's recently faced, or what he can remember. He fought an alchemist that could warp reality, and presumably from his knowledge, his brain had told him he fought against Blackstar, the warrior god. If he backs down from his challenge, would feel like a bastard. He'd feel like a coward if he backed down from this. As his kohai were watching. "Fine, Stein-sensei, I'll do it. I'll accept your little bout," Toma replied back. Stein and Toma had stared at each other. Who was going to attack first? Toma had gone running towards Stein. Toma thrown in his right hook. Stein had guarded with Marie in hand. And Marie had quickly de-transformed. Ruriko! Had transformed the call of Toma, and he was holding her backhanded with his left hand. As Toma took a step back, Toma had then got in a home run position. As Toma and Ruriko said, "Let's go! Soul resonance!" And Ruriko and Toma had not resonated. Stein was grinning as if he was expecting this to play out. Good. I wonder how this will play out in the Black Blood too. Toma immediately kicked Stein. Stein ducked. Toma didn't give Stein to breathe as his weapon backhandedly smacked Stein. Stein had guarded, however. Okay, Toma's not bad, Stein remarked. Stein immediately got close to Toma and not even needing Marie to throw a flurry of punches to Toma. Toma had ducked and dodged. So far, Stein was barely using Marie as he punched Toma hard with his right hand. Toma guarded. Damn, his punches they feel like hammers. The strength behind Stein's punches revealed. Toma, as he stepped back, Stein jumped in and kicked Toma, just for Toma to guard Ruriko. Toma was strategizing. He needs a way to even the playing field, as Stein is dominating the fight so far. Okay, Toma. Think. What's something I can use that could help me apply pressure to Stein? Toma looked through his brain and remembered his last bout. What did he use on the dummy Izard? Toma remembers. Right, Soul Force? Or Soul Menace. It's an offensive wavelength technique, a voice in his head had told him. Toma remembers using it on the fake version of Izard. Toma then came up with an idea. He can go for a Soul Menace with his right hand. Toma then ran fast towards Stein and threw a feint punch at Stein. Stein bit the feint and then was surprised as his foot was stepped on. He couldn't step back. Stein immediately had to guard as Toma expanded his soul and screamed out, "Eat this! Soul Menace!" Stein guarded, but nothing happened. Stein looked up what the hand the technique was being used on. He saw the spark of electric attack forming on Toma's right hand, but it dispersed quickly. Stein grinned as he headbutted Toma. He's a real Soul Menace, Stein had shouted at Toma. Soul Menace! Triple Spear! Stein charged up his Soul Menace and consecutively hit Toma in his vitals. Toma coughed up a little blood. Damn, why didn't it work that time? Not bad, kid. That palm strike to my ribs wasn't good enough, though, Stein remarked. It's about time I take things seriously, shall we? Stein had used Marie's electricity as a switcher to hammer mode. Now it's time for me to dissect you! Stein had clicked back the gear in his head. Stein charged at Toma. Transition scene. Come on, where's the arena? Stein charged at Toma. Meanwhile, while the fight was ongoing, we now transition to a young man's perspective. A young man around Toma's age was seen looking for the arena where Stein and Toma were battling. Ah, there it is! Alright, now I finally get to see the gutsy showdown I heard about. The young man enters the crowd of people watching the battle between one of the strongest DWMA Meisters and Toma. He was 5'6", wearing a Rising Sun t-shirt and wore a jacket as a cape, and a white headband on his forehead. Had a spiky hair similar to Toma and wore a wild expression. Some of the students had recognized him as 7th ranked level 5 Attack Crash, Junha Sogita. Then I was looking at the fight and noticed Stein and Toma. Stein Sensei! I didn't think it was true, but man, was I shocked. He knew that he made out Stein and Toma. Meanwhile, Toma, who was focusing on the battle, Stein was a little bit annoyed that his pet peeves project had come to see him. But focused on the attack he knew he threw at Toma, as he guarded with Ruriko. Okay, That electric attack would have gotten me, Ruriko had then told Toma. Oi, Toma, why haven't you used home run yet? When he resonated last time, he used a home run. It's a resonance technique. By using the kinetic energy stored up, we can repel the external stimuli. So we could probably repel this attack. So we can repel an offensive wavelength. Toma didn't realize it doesn't have to be an offensive wavelength. It could be even a supernatural. Toma didn't realize something. Using this technique, he could turn the tables and fight back. Gunha in the crowd. Come on, show some guts, Toma! Fight, 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 fight! Stein, show him your guts too! I want to see this gutsy showdown to its maximum! Toma ignored the loud bystander. Oi, Ruriko! Yeah? Let's do it! Okay. Toma was in a pitching position, but he was in a, not a batter would be in baseball. He was in an Iaido Jutsu stance. As Toma closed his eyes and concentrated on Stein and focused, Stein wondered why Toma was in an Iaido stance. He doubted this would work since he's limited by one arm. A more open kendo stance would be better, but alas, he's going to win. Stein had switched to Marie and Tonfa mode. Lightning rope! Stein's physical capabilities were increased. Stein had sped up and ran towards Toma. Toma still stood still, and an aura flashed. Kamijo style! EI! Home run! Toma had pushed Stein back. The crowd had gone silent for a brief moment until it roared. Stein had blood trickling down his nose and started a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth. Stein, are you okay? Just a nosebleed, Marie. Unsurprisingly, they landed a good hit on me. Toma then opened his stance to a more kendo-esque stance with him grinning. Toma and Stein clashed once more. Stein immediately started aiming for Toma's blind spots, his left side in particular. He sped up with his enhanced speed. He knocked the bat out of Toma's hand. Toma was grinning at this. This was the perfect plan as Toma immediately got in the close quarters with Stein's foot and landed a right hook to his chin. Stein immediately grabbed at the hold of his sleeve and hit him with another triple soul menace. This time, Toma managed to negate the shots with his right hand. Imagine Breaker had negated the soul menace. Toma used Speed Star and ran towards Stein with Ruriko in his hand. He went for another home run. Marie had guarded in place of Stein. Marie, are you okay? Stein had said. Yeah, I'm fine, Frankenstein. You just worry about the attack coming towards you. Toma had feinted a drop kick as he disappeared in a blur. He jumped over Stein. His real target was Marie. Marie had gotten in a stance of her own. Toma attacked Marie with Ruriko. Marie had ducked down, transforming her hand into a hammer. Stein had used a soul menace and used soul threads to stitch Toma to the ground. He held on to his right hand. Marie, do it, now! Metsu? Shoryuken! Toma was uppercutted in the jaw really hard. Toma was sent flying as Stein released the stitches. Toma was seen bleeding from his nose, and blood was coming out of his mouth pretty bad. Toma holds his jaw as it hurts. Damn, that woman can hit hard. Ruriko asked, Toma, you okay? Yeah, I'm out. It hurts to speak. Shit. Fine, I'm fine. Maybe we should throw in a towel. Ruriko had looked at Toma. No, Toma replied back. I ain't giving up here so easily. Ruriko! Toma looked at her with his hungry eyes. Words do not need to be exchanged to know Toma at least wants to try. Hey, Sensei! Toma took out a cigarette and started smoking. If you think I'm going down without struggling a bit, you're wrong. I'll break that messed up illusion of yours. Toma went charging at Stein as Stein did the same. Ending of the fight. Toma had bruises all over, and he was in what seems to be a waiting room. Ow, I lost. Stein had admitted. Toma put up a good fight, but alas, experience beats all. And constant refinement of his techniques, they had beaten Toma. Toma was having his wounds treated. Ow! Stop moving, okay? It just hurts. A little. I'm not the idiot who decided to think it was smart enough to accept a challenge. To challenge my dad in a fight. What did you think was going to happen? Sorry, Mjolnir-san. Ow! Did you have to tie it so tight? Just call me Mari. Right. Sorry, Mari-san. The girl had left the room. She was nice, Ririka had walked in. You're funny. Toma laughed mockingly, unamused. Hey, but you put up a good fight. Stein had walked in with his chair and fallen off of it. Gee, Toma, you put up a good fight, though. I can commend you. Man, but your daughter's always a pleasure. Of course she was. Wait, that was your daughter? Ririka had piped in. Stein was whistling. Toma was greeted by the students that he had taught for the remainder of his days at the technical school. They were bombarding him with cheers and applauding, and saying that he did good. When Toma left the school, he was approached by Gunha. Gunha was running towards him. Huh? Gunha had ran towards Toma, tackling him. Ow! Sorry, Gunha had helped Toma. Hey, it's been a while, Toma. Toma immediately realized that Gunha must have known him before he lost his memories, as he referred to him so formally. Toma had played along. You look like you forgot me, man. I know it's been a while since we last saw each other, but surely you remember your gutsy friend, Gunha Silgita. Explosions appeared behind Gunha briefly. Right, Gunha-san. Where did those explosions come from? It doesn't matter. It's part of my ability. As they sat together, you really fired me up with guts, Toma. The way you fought Stein, even though you knew you were going to lose, I commend you. It was so damn beautiful. A work of art. It was all truly gutsy. You and Stein showed impressive guts today. It all fired me up. Yeah, thanks, Gunha-san. Toma grinned a little. No, man, it makes me really want to fight you, too. I want to have a sparring match with you. What? Now? Gunha lunged at Toma. Toma started running at Gunha. Not now! I just got done fighting Stein Sensei. Now I'm fighting again? Damn my rotten luck! And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of A Certain Misfortunate Soul. What do you think of part 7.5? Did you enjoy it? Without further ado, this is Anime Mafia, signing out now. Goodbye.